Hey guys, it's InsanceAcorn and welcome back to another Battlefield Bad Company 2 video. I'm continuing my beginner weapons, like mini-series if you want to call it that. This time I decided to do some medic gameplay. I wanted to get some engineer and stuff done, but I thought, you know what, I've hardly played medic, so I'll get my medic on. And you can see my loadout at the start. And first I want to apologise for my absence. Stuff's going on in life right now that it kind of, my curtains were pulled apart, so to speak, and I've had to pull myself together, so to speak. Anyways, basically things went on, and I decided like I need to be professional. I mean, if I was under contract, I would have to do a video no matter what my personal circumstances are. So I'm back doing a video for you guys. So at the start of this game, I was kind of confused because we managed to take these 2 points so easily. I mean, you saw me a second ago checking the scoreboard, just be like, who's in this match? I mean, it's even. There's you know, as many people on the other team as there are our team, and it was just so confusing. But I'm playing with a friend of mine called Stewie. I play with him quite often. We work well together in Bad Company 2, and I think he's recently converted from hardcore into core mode, just because what I think of hardcore mode is just that everybody plays recon with sniper rifle, magnum ammo, one-shot kill no matter what, and it's really annoying. So glad he's made the transition, but I will be getting some hardcore gameplay one day. So you can see at the beginning, I took a flanking route round the side of the building, and it was just so easy. Stu went into arm. He went ahead of me, he went into arm, and I was covering him. And it was just a strange, easy first base. I mean, when I first started playing this game, I could never get past the first base. We'd always just... You know, this map was, you know, one of those maps that you could just hold them off on the first base or never get past the first base. But now... yeah, people are getting more experienced and into the game and whatnot. It's been out a year and a bit. You'll always go into the second, usually the second and third and whatnot, set of MCOMs. And so we take the flanking route round to the lighthouse. Stewie goes inside, and I have a little random look around, and then I'll kind of hop out of a window onto this little ledge that's sitting around the outside of the lighthouse, and it's a nice little place. I mean, it's quite open, but nobody really expects you to be there, because it's just odd, really. So we do some spotting, take out a few people before we head into battle. There was a recon sitting in the lighthouse that Stewie managed to take out. I was sort of a distraction because he had a motion mine going. I was kind of walking around the outside, and of course he was probably looking at me, thinking, oh, you know, I was closer to him and whatnot, and Stewie could take him out. And now we get to a point where when you see me get shot, I usually do this kind of running from like slalom side to side thing. I don't know how or why that works. It just does. It makes you harder to hit, but whenever people try that with me, I just follow them. You know, I can kill them pretty easily, even though they're running side to side. But when I do it, it helps me get away. It's weird. So just try it. It's worth something. I mean, it's worth doing anything to, you know, stay alive and keep that ticket. So I want to talk about the gun I'm using, the PKM, a little bit. I love its iron sights, and look at this, bang, love that. Up here as well is quite a good tactic. There's a tank sitting right there, so if there's a tank there, might as well use one of these stationary ATs. So I wanted to talk about the weapon a bit. It's probably one of my favourite medic weapons. I mean, I don't really like the saw, and right here is a lovely little clip. I have no idea how I survived that, but there's a stupid medic that takes me out next. So yeah, it's got an average rate of fire. I mean, the iron sights are just amazing. You don't need a scope on it, really. It's just that the power's not... As with all medic weapons, the power is quite... It's an average weapon, really, to be honest. The power's average, the rate of fire's average. The accuracy, when you're aiming down sights and staying still, is quite good. And, you know, take a knee, and it'll be even better, because they made a patch a while ago to sort it out. But if you spray from the hip... Oh my, do not spray from the hip. You will be outgunned. No, just only do it if... you know, you've got no other choice. I spray from the hip quite a bit later on because it's really close combat. I've got no other choice, and I had to do it. And I lose quite a few gunfights doing this way, but I also win some because I get the drop on them and whatnot. But it's just awkward. But anyway, you see me taking this flanking route around the side, and I'm okay with these flanking routes. I mean, the map was designed to have these little spots in them that you could take advantage of, and you've got, you know, the rules state you've got 10 seconds to get back in, and if you keep to those rules, it's fair game. I don't see why people are complaining that you can't, you know, that's glitching or taking advantage and whatnot. And of course it's taking advantage. I mean, this is a war game, all right? You've got, how are you supposed to win if you don't take advantage of the situation, you know, the resources given to you? It confuses me to no end. I'm gonna have to pause it for a second because my MacBook seems to be the fan's getting pretty loud and I don't want it to interrupt. So now we're at a point, you know, we've taken B. I was waiting for B to be nearly taken so I could take A, and you could see I was sitting at the top of that ledge just spotting and not doing much. I had a chance to kill several people, but if I did, that would have given away my position, and as such I probably wouldn't have been able to arm A so easily. And good thing I spotted these two here, because they take a flanking route around the side, and without, you know, the spotting thing on them, I wouldn't know where they were coming out and where they were, and I especially wouldn't have been able to kill this guy through the wood. I mean, not knowing where he is, it's a bit hard to shoot them. Although sometimes I do get lucky and I just fire a random rocket at a wall and it kills someone. It's like, wah! I remember doing that to a friend once, and he was calling hacks. It was a fun day. You can probably tell I've got a tiny bit of a cold as well, so sorry about that. Anyways, the first three sets of bases, these were, you know, these first three sets were quite easy to take, to be honest. I mean, we didn't really get down on our tickets, and now we're getting to the hardest base in the game. I think it's one of the hardest bases anyway in the game, because you've got to fight an uphill battle up a reasonably sized hill with so many vantage points. It's unreal. I mean, I do a stupid move here as well. There's a guy on the back and I think, oh, there's a dead person here, I'll revive him. But little did I know, he was dead for a reason, because they have vantage points. So learn from my mistake. Do not stop to revive people up on the way there unless you are completely sure it's safe. So we're heading up the hill. We've managed to kind of quickly fight our way up, but it's still an awkward base to take. I mean, there are many vantage points. I mean, I always go for B objective because it just seems you've got all that cover on the right hand side, and on the left they've got that really good vantage point, like on the edge of the cliff that overlooks it. So it's quite hard to take A, but if you flank round to the B side, take that and then flank all the way around the back, and then take A from that way, you know, you've kind of got them in a pincer, and it's a lot easier to take. And of course B's got this big concrete building around it, so it's a lot easier to take cover and whatnot. And right here I'm just sitting in the the bushes, and my teammate's gone in. I'm just sitting around covering him. Of course he's died. I'm covering him from the outside, so I think I'll decide to go in. Instead of being a spawn point, I'll try and revive him or revive some teammates. I managed to get the arm, which is good. Teammate spawns on me any minute now, any second now even. There he is. And I reload and try and camp this door, but I do something a bit stupid. Somebody comes in there, of course I change my weapon quickly. I get a spray here, but I leave myself open through the doorway before I manage to revive my teammate. So that was a bit of a silly move on my part. I should have watched my back a bit more, but he was probably coming in the door anyway to disarm, and of course they did. This guy killed me once already. I got like the side shot on him, but he didn't. He kind of turned and killed me, but this was an awkward moment. I always managed to get these sort of mutual kill sections, but without body armor. I mean, if I had magnum ammo, I don't know what would have happened, but if I didn't have body armor, I definitely would not have got those kills. This guy scared the hell out of me as well right here. My teammates kind of screamed to me, there's a guy right in front of you, and I was like, where? Oh, he's a Wookiee, he blends in. And so that was a good example of hip fire being slightly effective, but of course it was point blank range. And even so, bullets were missing. So you kind of get what I'm talking about with the hip firing. There's a clip that I'll post on my channel sometime, where there's a medic kind of hip firing his way at me, and I managed to knife him, somehow miss, but you know, he's still hip firing me, and I knife him again and somehow get the kill, even though he's done a constant hip fire on me. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but more often than not, sorry, it's gonna end up with you losing either the gunfight or a lot of health. So anyways, we managed to take this B objective because of pure awesome teamwork. I mean, our team's being quite good. They're pushing up, and of course we're reviving each other, but we are running low on tickets now, and so we have to really push this objective. And so I do the usual tactic that is of flanking around the back, being a slight distraction and a spawn point, because spawning from the back is amazing. And if I had a full squad, this would have been so much easier and so much quicker, because, come on, 3 people is better than 1 person going in to take the objective. I don't know why people wasn't joining our squad. It was awkward, but oh well, what are you going to do? It worked. I managed to pick off a few people before heading in. You can see my teammates going in. I think he's going to die right about now-ish. Hang on, I need a drink. My mouth is like so dry. There we go, he's armed. Oh, sorry about that. And of course he's armed. He's died now because, of course, there's defenders, obviously. And so I'm just going to wait for him to respawn and then head in and try to defend A, because, of course, it needs defending. And we've got 18 tickets left. I do not think we can get that arm with 18 more tickets left, to be honest. So my teammate spawned in. I hop over. And I actually get surprised. Look, I come around this corner. And hello. I get taken out. See, ineffective hip fire. I get revived. I miss the revive from my teammate, which was awkward. But I changed targets. If I didn't change targets, I probably would have killed that guy. And I probably shouldn't have changed targets because I knew I was dead anyway. But I did, and that was a mistake. But we managed to take A, because of course we were quite up in their face and defending. And here's really good ninja move. Our chopper was almost dead. Watch. Wee, hello, medic. He did not expect that. He was camping those stairs a little too much. He didn't expect me to come through the roof. So that was fun. I get taken out now by a rocket, but I get revived. So I didn't just die randomly. I decided to cut out the death and whatnot because there was quite some time between it. But I do manage to destroy that objective after arming it. I ran out here thinking it's safe, but no, there's a recon behind me with the Magnum pistol, the Rex. Really hate that. It's really hard to aim with that pistol. So the match is almost over now. I've played medical all the way through. I think I've done quite a good job. I was healing teammates, I was reviving teammates, I was arming objectives and being a spawn point. And that's what, this game's all about. It's all about teamwork and basically working together to get the objectives. The charge is set. I'm going to spoil it for you now. We do win because we've got 45 tickets left and the video is almost over. So I should have given it away, but I was going to go in and drop off the helicopter just before the charge went off, but as you can see, I didn't need to go in personally and back them up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you've learned something from this video, and I'll be back soon with an assault video. So take care, guys.